What's happening, everybody? NBA Eastern Conference Finals are set.
How many games have the Heat lost in this playoffs?
Let me think about that. 3?
2.
2?
2. How many games have the Lakers lost in this playoffs?
They lost 4 and they went home. George is loving this shit, you know?
Oh, hey, I heard you bought some new shorts.
Here we fucking go, man. I
heard you bought some new shorts.
All right, I'm going to tell you guys something.
I heard you bought some new shorts. Look, Kevin went shopping yesterday and bought some new shorts.
Well, for people who are not familiar with this show, George
is a LeBron
James fan. George follows teams where his players. He's always been a person that follows players.
Because I grew up in the age of free agency, so it's a little harder to cheer for a team. I like individuals: King Griffey Jr., LeBron James, Derek Jeter, LeBron James. So now,
me, I'm a Lakers fan
because you grew up in the '40s where teams. Stayed together.
These motherfuckers always got fucked up jokes, okay? Not good ones.
Oh, well, the truth is going to be way more.
The truth.
The truth. That's
you wouldn't know about the truth unless I came real with you. I came clean with you.
You didn't have to but can you imagine how bad it would have been if you said nothing and just showed up with them all?
I wouldn't have done that shit. No. Oh, no. Look, I mean, this is what happens, okay? I go to the outlets.
What had happened was
I went to the outlets, and people know that I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm a Kobe fan, and anybody who's a Laker, I'm a fan. If LeBron came and played for the Lakers, I would like this would be the thing. And I always say this. While we're doing this, okay, we're going to get to the Heat and Pacers. But what would you do if LeBron came to the Lakers?
I'd be a LeBron fan.
Yeah, he'd be a Lakers fan, and that would be a lot of fun. I would actually enjoy that. But
so would Lakers fans.
Yeah,
they might still be in the playoffs.
Pretty much. So I'm a Kobe fan. So I'm out at the outlets, I'm shopping, I'm looking, and I'm looking for some shorts, some basketball shorts and stuff. And I look at these shorts, and I got these shoes, and these shorts go perfect with my fucking shoes. I'm like, damn, those fuckers are tight as shit. So I pull them up, right? And I'm looking at them, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, and I'm debating. And the reason I'm debating, I'm not saying, I know why it's fucked up that I can't get these shorts. So my girl comes over, and she looks at the shorts, she goes, oh, those are nice as shit. And I said, yeah. And then she pulls up, she goes, oh, Kevin, those are LeBron's. You can't wear those shorts. Right? And I know. She goes, but they're nice. She goes, yeah, they do look nice. She goes, but man, if you wear those fuckers, man, you will never hear the end of it from George. Right? And I said, yeah. And I told George, I came clean with George and said,
that's the first thing. When I pulled up to Kevin's house today, I'm parked, I get out of the car, Kevin goes, I have something to tell you. I was like, oh, okay.
I bought those joints too.
Yeah, first thing out of his mouth is I bought some LeBron shorts.
I bought some LeBrons. And I was like, man, and I had to soften the blow because I know the first time George saw me sporting those motherfuckers, he was going to dig deep into my ass and not like Liberace. Anyway, so
whoa.
Your boys,
yes,
who are just looked unstoppable, are going to be facing a team in the Eastern Conference Finals that have gave them a little bit of headaches.
Oh, yeah, they played 3 games this season. The Pacers won 2. I think the biggest problem for the Pacers is going to be George Hill and his ability to turn the ball over. The young man is averaging 5 turnovers a game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone has watched the Heat play, but they take full advantage of turnovers. So I'm figuring if you're going to spot the Heat 10 points a game, because I'm assuming you turn the ball over 5 times against the Heat, they're going to convert on almost every one.
Yeah.
And if they don't, let's just say 8 points. I don't think you want to start the game 8-0 versus the Heat. I'm not saying the Pacers aren't going to make this interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pacers win game 1 and lose the next 4 because that seems to be the Heat's MO right now.
Yeah, they they finish series so fast, they get a little rusty, then you get them in game 1 and they fucking turn it on, you know, and they eat you up.
And the Pacers just went through a war. I mean, they battled with the Knicks, and the Knicks look disheveled, disoriented. Their big guys down low are so old. Candy, Stoudemire, Chandler. Chandler got drafted out of high school, so Chandler might only be 25, 26, 27, but he's been in the league a long.
Oh, he's been in there.
Time.
Chandler's been in the league like this is his 8th year, 8th year.
Yeah, it's
so. But I mean. I'll take the side of Indiana since
I'm sorry. You feel like losing?
Kind of, because this is what's going to happen. But I mean, now I will say this: the Pacers do stand a chance because obviously they beat them in the regular season, but they have to play the perfect type of basketball, and they've got to play it a lot. I mean, I
think the key to them winning is Roy Hibbert and rebounding.
Yeah, they've got to really bang in the boards inside. They got to be physical. They're young and physical and big, which usually gives. It's not a good matchup for the Heat, but some way or another with LeBron and you see that game that you guys have beyond the arc
They
And that
rotate so good. On
They
defense.
rotate and kick that ball out, and when they start draining them, and eventually they will start fucking draining them. That's it.
God forbid if Shane Battier starts to drop some of these shots. And Ray Allen and Shane Battier shot like shit, and that's abnormal.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm thinking. As much as Roy Hibbert is the key for the Pacers on offense, he's going to be a liability on the transition game and on defense.
Yeah.
He's too slow. He's not going to be able to keep up with Bosh.
No.
So you put David West on LeBron?
I mean, I guess you could do that, but
I think LeBron's going to beat him.
Yeah.
I think LeBron's going to beat him off the dribble all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, their biggest the two biggest areas for the Pacers to me on offense are going to be at the point guard with Hill and at Hibbert, because they got to beat up on Chalmers and then they got to beat up on Haslam and whoever they put on trying to cover Hibbert.
They have to. The bottom line is
the game down.
They have to. George said it. They have to slow the game down. They got to play San Antonio Spurs basketball. They got to slow the game down, and make baskets so their people can get back down the court and be prepared. And the Heat are like, okay, we can't run. Okay, we're not set up to get a three. They're not giving us a lot of looks. You know, they've got to prevent, the Heat from getting those openings that makes them have those shots outside of the arc, and they've got to make those baskets on the inside, and if they can do that, they can beat the Heat. But that's a lot to fucking ask against the Heat.
This needs to be, for the Pacers to win, they need to have the game in the 80s.
Yeah.
85, 80, 87, 82. I mean,
And
they
it's
need
gotta
it
be
low.
every time like that.
If it gets into the 90s or the hundreds or somewhere, the Heat are just going to.
If it's over 90 points, the Heat will. The Pacers will win none of those games.
The Heat need to get out and run. And the Pacers, in my opinion, need to slow this thing down.
With that being said, I'd like to see the Heat win it, obviously, because I want to see the Pacers win it, because I want to see the Heat go down. I'm really fucked. I bought LeBron's, and now I'm saying I want the Heat to win some. I'm fucking twisted. I'd like to see the Pacers win it, but I don't think it'll happen. I think the Heat get it in 6.
Heat in 5.
Heat in 5. Damn, that's it. Now,